Paano mo malalaman kung mahal mo pa or nasanay ka na lang? Naisip mo na ba, hindi ka naman nasasaktan pero hindi ka na rin masaya? Ganito ba talaga 'pag tumatagal yung relasyon? Pinipili niyo na lang manatili kasi nasasayangan kayo. How do you really know kung mahal niyo pa yung isa't isa or hindi niyo na lang kayang bumitaw? Because sometimes you're still together but you still feel alone. And it shouldn't be that way. Well, welcome to Crash Out Diaries, where we say the things we don't usually say out loud. And today's episode, it might hit closer than you expect. We are now on our episode 4, and can I just say thank you to everyone who's been showing love and support, my friends, my sisters, my partner, and my relatives. You've made me feel seen and supported in so many ways that I honestly didn't expect. This podcast started as a passion project, something I just wanted to pour my heart into, but I honestly didn't think it would reach people like this. Hearing that you're listening, relating, connecting, it means more than I can explain. Last time, I was able to talk to Kalin and Ate Ruby, and then hearing their thoughts, knowing they'll listen, it made me even more excited. And they actually gave me the idea for today's topic. What if we talk about staying in love or just staying in the relationship? And ever since that conversation, it hasn't left my mind. So today, we are going there. I'm in a 7-year relationship. And I've learned love doesn't always feel insane. Minsan kalmado, minsan routine, minsan mapapaisip ka, ito pa ba yung love or komportable na lang kayo sa isa't isa? Nasanay na lang kayo sa isa't isa? 'Di ba ang tricky niya sa mga nasa long term na din kasi minsan mapaparamdam na rin mararamdaman niyo na lang din talaga na hindi naman laging masaya. Minsan tahimik na lang, minsan kampante na lang kayo sa isa't isa at hindi niyo maamin na may kulang na. Oh, safe pa ba 'to or dito ka na lang kasi ayaw mo na magsimula ulit? Kasi sasayangin mo ba yung 5 years para magtanong ulit kung ano yung favorite color nila, kailan yung birthday nila? Would you rather stay in that long-term relationship or start over again? Because let's be honest, fourth is not a bad thing. Ito yung hindi ka na kinakabahan, hindi mo na kailangang magtanong kung mahal ka pa ba. Himik, pero okay lang. Safe, familiar, stable, pero minsan, hindi yung dahilan kung bakit ka nananatili kahit hindi ka na fulfilled, kahit hindi ka naman nasasaktan, pero hindi ka na rin masaya. And slowly, dun ka na nawawala kasi honestly, when we are too comfortable, you stop noticing what is missing. Hindi na kayo masyadong nag-uusap, hindi na kayo masyadong nag-e-effort sa isa't isa, hindi na kayo naglalaan ng oras para sa isa't isa. Yung pag-uusap nyo, normal na lang. Because honestly, as I told you, I'm in my 7-year relationship. Minsan talaga wala na rin kaming mapag-usapan. Minsan ang hirap din i-maintain. Kasi ano pa bang hindi niyo nagagawa? Ano pa bang hindi niyo napapag-usapan? Ano pa ba yung love language? Kaya paraan pa ng pagmamahal yung hindi mo nagagawa para mas mag-maintain yung spark? Kasi sometimes hindi naman lagi masaya. Sometimes hindi na rin kayo yung dahilan ng isa't isa kung bakit kayo masaya. And it's okay. Kasi minsan, mapapaisip ka, mag-stay ka ba sa relasyon para lang maging masaya? Para lagi may kilig? Or mag-stay ka kahit boring na? Kahit wala naman na kayong ginagawang exciting. Kahit hindi na kayo masyado nag-spend ng time together. Are you gonna still choose to stay? Dun ka sa relasyon na alam mong kahit wala naman kayong ginagawang bago, kahit wala ng effort masyado, kahit di naman na kayo naglalaan ng oras sa isa't isa, masaya pa rin kayo. You know? Kasi minsan, magkasama kayo pero hindi na kayo present sa isa't isa. Dadating yung panahon na kakain kayo at nasa harap kayo ng isa't isa at nagsiselfone na lang kayo. Isa nanonood ng movie, isa nanonood ng YouTube, isa nagkukwento, yung isa busy. Okay pa ba to or nasanay na lang kayo? Talaga bang 'pag tumatagal mawawala na rin yung urgency na mag-effort? Paano ba talagang mag-maintain ng relationship? Paano ba talaga mag-maintain ng kilig? Paano ba talaga mag-maintain ng spark? How would you really maintain that? how would you really do that way? Meron din naman na hanggang ngayon, yung kilig, yung saya nila, it's still there. Hindi nawawala. And for me, honestly, I really don't know. Kasi minsan, kahit hindi naman na kayo dahilan ng kasiyahan ng isa't isa, it still can be okay. Minsan kasi, nakakatakot yung maging komportable, maging kampante ka. Minsan kasi, pag mas matagal na kayo sa relasyon, nagiging kampante na lang kayo. Na alam mo, kahit anong gawin mo, kahit anong mangyari, kayo pa rin. Hindi na mawawala yung relasyon nyo. At pag nagiging kampante ka, dun ka na hindi nag-effort, dun ka na mawawala ng oras. Bago na yung relasyon. Because I also believe in honeymoon stage, the 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, honeymoon stage, lahat ng kaleg, lahat ng ways, paano nyo mapaparamdam yung pagmamahal sa isa, mahihiyari doon, mararamdaman nyo. Pero habang tumatagal, me, honestly, my love language is gift-giving. 7 years na kami ng partner ko. Minsan 7 years, mapapaisip ako, ano pa bang hindi ko nabibigay? I would think, lahat na ng kaya mong ibigay in effort, everything, nabigay mo na eh. Ano pa ba? Pero if ikaw yung tao na alam mo, nabigay mo naman na lahat, or magme-maintain, wala kang gagawing extra special, or hindi ka mas effort, magiging stagnant na yung relasyon niya, magme-maintain na. Same with my partner, act of service siya. Sanay na ako ng hinahatid sundo niya ako. Sanay na ako ng, he treats me well. Minsan mapapaisip ako, what's gonna be new? Sometimes, nasanay na ako na yun yung ginagawa niya. I'm gonna tell him na gumawa naman siya ng bago. Kasi, nagiging komportable na ako na gawin niya yun. Kasi nagiging routine na yun for me. Dapat lang na gawin niya yun kasi all these years, ginagawa niya yun. I'm sorry if it's too harsh or offensive, pero kasi minsan, pag talagang nasanay ka na ginagawa yun ng tao, mararamdaman mo na, dapat lang. For example, yung nasanay ka na pinagbubuksan ka ng pintuan ng partner mo, if that person has been doing it for the past 5 years, nasanay ka, it's gonna be normal. Sa lahat naman na nagiging routine na ginagawa or nakakasanayang gawin, yun na yung nagiging normal. Yun yung nagiging routine. Kaya, habang tumatagal ng relasyon, mas tumataas na rin yung standard ng kasiyahan ng effort. Kasi kung 5 years, same kind of effort, if all throughout the relationship, binigay mo lang ay 40% ng effort mo at hindi man lang yun tumataas or walang nagiging bago, ano yun? All these years, nagmamature din kayo, nagbabago din yung standard nyo, yung kasiyahan nyo. So, I think, kailangan din talagang mag-grow. Kailangan din sabay yung relasyon nyo, yung pag-effort mo sa relasyon nyo, sa maturity mo, sa pag-grow mo, sa pag-improve mo. So, kasama din talaga sa character development at self-development yung relasyon. I don't know if that makes sense. Hindi naman talaga ako na pag naging kapante ka, pag same-same na yung ginagawa mo, nagiging routine na lang at nagiging normal. At isa yun sa nagiging rason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng fade yung relasyon, kung ba't unti-unting nawawalan ng gana, nawawalan kayo ng spark, nawawalan kayo ng connection. Kasi minsan, isa sa inyo or parehas kayo, sanay na lang. Kung ano na lang yung nakasanayan nyo gawin, yun na lang yun. And minsan, sana tayong ginagawang mas special. Or minsan, naghahanap ako ng special gawin ng partner ko. Pero little did I know, ako mismo, kung ano yung ginagawa kong effort at way, yun pa rin 5 years ago. So I would think like, okay, if gusto ko ng effort, if gusto ko ng ibang paraan na pagmamahal, kailangan ko rin palang ibigay yun. Hindi pwedeng tanggap lang ako ng tanggap ng effort. Kailangan ako rin mismo. You know? Because I also believe relationship is 2 sides. Dapat dalawa kayo. Kasi if isa lang sa inyo yung nag-effort, yung mag-iisip, yung magdadala, it will be hard. At isang taong yon na mas nagmamahal, mas nag-e-effort, datating ang panahon, I swear, mapapagod din. Kasi minsan, mapaisip kayo, kailan kayo huling nag-usap, na hindi surface level, na hindi bare minimum. Kailan ba huling naramdaman na pinipili ka? Naririnig mo pa ba siya? Or sanay na lang kayo sa isa? Because connection feels different. Hindi lang kayong magkasama. You feel seen. You feel heard. Because I always believe that to be loved is to be seen. Not just on your good days, but in the quiet, messy, unfiltered parts of you. It's someone noticing the things you don't say out loud, the way your voice softens when you're tired, the way you overthink, the way na magpanggap ka na okay ka kahit hindi naman. To be loved is to be understood without always having to explain. It's being held gently, lalo na sa mga panahon that you are fragile, that you are vulnerable. That person would not fix you, but it will accept you. And I think it's someone choosing you, even when you're not in your best, even in the days na ang hirap mong malahin, even the days that you are hard to love. Because real love, it doesn't just look at you. It sees you and it stays. Even if no matter what season of your life is, it always be with effort, with curiosity, that you still want to know each other kahit matagal na. Pero connection takes energy. And let's be honest, when you are tired in your life, that's the first thing that would fade. Not just love, because the first thing that will fade in a relationship would be connection, would be communication, would be effort. It's slowly fading, it slowly disappears. Every mamaya na, sa bawat okay lang yan, sa bawat pagkakataon na hindi niyo na pinipili mag-usap. Hanggang sa isang araw, you realize, ang tagal niyo nang hindi nag-uusap ng totoo. Kahit magkasama kayo. Parang hindi niyo nakilala yung isa't isa the same way. You don't feel seen anymore. You don't feel heard anymore. Because, wala na. Nasanay na lang kayo. And you're just gonna say, let it slide. But shouldn't be that way. Kasi to be loved is to feel safe enough to be fully yourself. No editing, no hiding, no second guessing. And maybe the most beautiful part is not having to ask, do you still want me? Do you still love me? Is this still work? Because in the way they see you, in the way they stay, you already would have the answer. Bago mo tanungin yun, alam mo na yun sa sarili mo. Because it's someone remembering the little things, how you take your coffee, what makes you go quiet, what makes your eyes light up. It's being noticed when you start to withdraw, and instead of being called too much or too sensitive, you are met with patience, with softness. But sometimes the hardest truth is a relationship can fade even when nothing is wrong. Already, I also experienced this. There's no cheating, lang malaking away, no clear reason to leave, less laughter, less curiosity, feeling. Dumating ako sa point nun dati, I think we're in a 4 or 5 year at mas masaya ako dahil sa sarili ko. Kami parehas sa part na hindi na kami nagiging dahilan ng saya ng isa't isa. Like, mas nagiging obligasyon na lang na kausapin namin yung isa't isa. It's just being part of the routine that we need to talk, that we need to spend time together, but it's not a choice anymore. It's just being obliged and being committed to. Kahit na parang, kailangan ko kitain eh. Magagalit kasi siya pag hindi kami magkita. Or, we're also in the LDR, so like, we need to talk. Kasi if hindi kami nag-usap, hindi kami nag-video call, kaaway kami, isa sa amin magagalit. But, there's no connection anymore. When you talk, when you call, even you're together, walang connection. Wala nang saysay yung sinasabi nyo. Just, parang kinocompile nyo na lang yung assignment kahit wala naman kayong natututunan. Kasi if hindi nyo yun ipasa, babaksak kayo. Parang gano'n na lang yung nangyari sa amin. Like, the mga 4th or 5th year namin. Like, nag-uusap na lang kami. Kasi if hindi kami mag-uusap, hindi kami mag-communicate, maghihiwalay kami. And it's gonna be a choice for the both of you. Kasi love isn't just something you have. It's something you keep choosing and nurturing. Because over time, you stop asking questions you used to care about. You assume instead of discovering each other again, you get comfortable and just disconnect. Because, comfort without connection can feel like a distance. But fading doesn't always mean it's over. Minsan, relationship is asking for intention again. Gusto lang naman natin na intentional yung ginagawa natin eh. Na ginagawa mo yun, gusto mo yun, nang hindi ka napipilitan. Kasi minsan, sa sobrang gusto mo lang na hindi mawala yung tao, ginagawa mo na lang yun hindi dahil mahal mo siya, kundi dahil kailangan. Hindi dahil gusto mo. And it sucks. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm being emotional again. Pero siguro I know what it feels. Like, I really love my peer, but dadating yung panahon na parang nagiging obligasyon mo na lang pero hindi ka naman na masaya. Pero ayaw mo siyang mawala. At magdadasal ka na lang at mag-hope ka na lang na sana bumalik ulit yung spark. Bumalik ulit yung mga dahilan ng masaya kayo dati. Or minsan nangyayari yung, no, I'll stay because naging masaya ako eh. Naging masaya naman kami dati eh. Pero hindi niyo alam kung paano mababalik yun. Kung paano ulit magiging intentional yung ginagawa niyo sa isa't isa. Kung paano ulit magkakaroon ng purpose. During that time, my partner were asking each other, like, are we going together or we just staying because it's the familiar one? Or are we ready for new conversations, for new experience? For to talk to uncomfortable things? Or, also be honest with yourself. If you try to reconnect, to communicate again, to bring it back, and it still feels empty, then maybe hindi na lang talaga yung nag-fade. Maybe it's already changed. Because, love shouldn't feel like you're slowly losing each other. It should still feel like you are finding each other again and again, even in after years. In a long-term relationship, you don't just fall in love once. You fall in love, you lose it, and you find it again. May phases na sobrang connected kayo. Marami ding magkasama lang kayo dahil nandyan kayo. Not because you don't love each other, but because you stopped choosing each other the same way. That you think of it, you didn't stop loving overnight. You just stopped noticing each other again. Just that nawala lang yung effort, na kayo nagtatanong kamusta yung isa't isa, hindi na kayo nagpapakita ng same intention hanggang sa you're still in love. So, hindi niyo na alam kung bakit, paano. Papaisip ka kung ngayon mo ba siya makikilala, pipiliin mo pa ba? Mahal mo pa ba siya? Or mahal mo lang yung history niya? Yung dating siya, yung dating kayo, pinipili mo pa rin ba siya? Or natatakot ka lang maging mag-isa? So maybe the question is not, mahal ko pa ba siya? Maybe it's, pinipili ko pa ba siya kahit hindi na madali? Kahit nakakasawa na, kahit sanay ka na. Kasi sa long-term relationship, hindi laging dramatic ang ending. Minsan, dahan-dahan lang din talaga siyang kumukupas. Hindi dahil ayaw niyo na, kundi dahil hindi niyo na napapansin yung isa't isa. You stop flirting, you stop trying to impress each other, you stop being curious about who they are becoming, hanggang sa maging routine na lang lahat. Good morning, kumain ka pa ba? Ingat, good night, pauwi ka na. Ulit-ulit na lang, pero walang lalim. Because love, it doesn't always disappear. Natatapunan na lang siya ng routine. Pero ito yung totoo. Kahit gaano katagal ang relasyon, because maybe love didn't leave. Maybe you just stopped choosing it. Kasi love, hindi lang yun pakiramdam. Decision yun. It's a decision that you choose that person every single day. Hindi na kailangan ng grand gestures. Minsan sapat na yung nakikinig ka, yung eye contact habang nag-uusap, yung simpleng, kamusta ka? Yung hindi lang tanong, kundi gusto mo din malaman yung sagot. At kung pareho kayong willing na kayang ibalik yung connection, pero kung isa na lang yung lumalaban at yung isa parang nandyan lang dahil sanay na, nakakapagod yun. Kasi love, it should feel like a choice. Hindi yun obligasyon. Hindi siya dapat parang checklist na ginagawa mo lang araw-araw. At minsan, kailangan mong tanongin yung sarili mo, masaya pa ba ako or komportable lang ako? Magkaiba yun. Magkaiba yun. Comfort can keep you in a place. When you're no longer growing, where you are no longer seen, when you are slowly disappearing at hindi mo deserve mawala yung sarili mo. Habang sinusubukan mo i-hold yung isang relasyon, ang tamang tao, kahit tumagal, kahit magbago kayo, pipiliin ka pa rin niya. Kikilalanin ka ulit. At hindi ka hayaan na maging sanayan ng lahat. Love should still feel alive. Not perfect, but present. You deserve a love na kahit tahimik ang mundo, ramdam mo. Yung hindi ka nagdududa, hindi ka nangahula, hindi ka nag-aabang ng crumbs. At kung sakaling kailangan mong bumitaw, hindi ibig sabihin na naubos ka. Minsan ibig sabihin lang nun, pinili mo na ulit yung sarili mo. At bahalang araw, may taong darating na hindi ka hayaang magtanong kung mahal ka pa ba. Kasi sa paraan pa lang ng pagtingin niya sa'yo, sigurado ka na. But I hope you would find love that is safe. I know how hard it is to maintain a relationship and how confusing it can be to know when to hold on and to let go. Because love is not always clear and it's not always easy to understand. There are days when you question everything and days when you just choose to stay, even without all the answers. I am really grateful because I'm with someone who constantly reminds me that I am safe, that I am seen, na pinapahalagaan niya ako. Someone who doesn't make me feel like I have to earn love every day, but instead, pinaparamdam niya that I'm already enough, that I'm already enough just being who I am. And I think that's what a safe space really is. It's not a perfect relationship, and it's not one without misunderstandings or hard days. It's a relationship where even in silence, even in confusion, you still feel chosen. You still feel understood. You still feel like you can find your way back to each other no matter what. At the end of the day, I'm learning that love is not just about staying. It's about continuously choosing each other and showing up for each other and making each other feel seen in the smallest and most consistent ways that it can be. And I'm just really grateful to be experiencing that kind of love. This is Crash Out Diaries, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you.